question 21 we have to solve the simultaneous equations. Now what we do is we start by labelling one of these equations as number 1 and the other one as number 2. That makes it easy for us to refer to them when we're doing that. And what we need to do is we need to substitute substitute 1 into number 2. So what we get if we do that, so if we replace the y in number 2 with what we know y is equal to number 1, so that's 2x squared, what we therefore end up with is 2x squared equals 20 minus 3x. So therefore 2x squared plus 3x minus 20 equals 0. So we have to factorize that now. When we do that, so we know one bracket will be 2x and one will be x because we need to get 2x squared. Now what we need to do is we need to think of a number, two numbers, which times together to make minus 20. So that number will times by that number to make minus 20. As well as that, those two numbers need to add up to make 3. But keep in mind that whatever we pick this number to be will multiply by 2. So it will be two numbers times together to make 20, but one of those numbers will multiply by 2, then add to this number to give us 3. And we can go through a few numbers to try out what they may be. There's not that many options for 20. The most obvious one seems like 5 and 4, because if you choose 2 and 10, for example, 10 times by the 2 will give us 2 higher number. So 5 and 4 seems like the most obvious one, and it actually works out that this one is minus 5, so one has to be a minus, one has to be a plus, and this one is 4. So that means if we take this first bit here, this bit, that then tells us that 2x equals 5, therefore x equals 5 over 2. And when x equals 5 over 2, if you put that in place of x in equation 1, you will therefore get that y equals 2 times by 5 over 2 squared, and that gives us 25 over 2. So that means our answers are, when x equals 5 over 2, y equals 25 over 2, so that's one set of our answers. The other one therefore is this part, which is x plus 4 is equal to 0. So that means that, let's go stick to black. So that means that x is equal to minus 4, and if x is equal to minus 4, that means that y is equal to 2 times by minus 4 squared. So minus 4 squared is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, so therefore y is equal to 32. Let's do that properly, make it a bit more easier to 32. So that means that our other two solution sets are x is equal to minus 4, and when x is equal to minus 4, y is equal to 32.